Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video, we're going through the video which was just uploaded like I guess under an hour ago about Bonnie. So we're going to take probably a first look at her skills. There's a mini trailer and introduction for Bonnie, so we're going to get right into it. Let's go.
There's an ace marksman in the Decay fleet who's a pro at spotting and tracking targets. Her archery? Absolutely top-notch. She's also a natural leader, excelling at organizing and getting things done flawlessly. Hodgkin trusts her more than anyone else, and it's no surprise why. She is Bonnie, the Obsidian Claws!
The Obsidian Claws, Graveborn, A-level marksman, 7 range, magic, damage dealer.
As a Graveborn marksman, Bonnie's arrows carry this eerie aging magic that disrupts her enemies, piling on debuffs as the battle progresses. Her second skill, Decay's Reach, kicks in at the start of the fight, targeting the enemy in the back line with aging magic. It deals damage while reducing the enemy's haste for the duration of the fight. Whenever an ally deals magic damage to an enemy affected by aging, the effect grows stronger, further reducing their haste. When aging reaches its full strength, it completely overwhelms the enemy, further reducing their attack and inflicting constant damage. With her third skill...
Okay, so that is a lot to unpack about skill number 2. This is Bonnie's skill number 2. It's called Decay's Reach. So it seems like they're going to prioritize a backline enemy, and then Bonnie's normal attacks seem to be going off onto that enemy, stacking up this decaying or aging magic. This instantly will reduce haste of the enemy, and then over time, as you stack it up enough, or when other allies attack them, then it's also going to reduce their attack and apply a continuous damage effect. Okay, this is of course cool, especially prioritizing a backline enemy. However, the only thing I'm worried about is it does seem like it could be a little bit slow, right? And the other problem is Bonnie, I hope she has some survival mechanism for herself, because that is the biggest issue in PvP. Even if the hero has a lot of damage output, if they don't have a way of protecting themselves, that is a problem. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which was the skill 3.
With her third skill, Nightfall Shift, Bonnie transforms into a cloud of mist and relocates to a safe position. During this time, she is immune to control effects and fires multiple arrows to deal damage. With her ultimate, Deathmark.
Okay, so she has some form of like repositioning, untargetability, which is that is definitely a good start. That's kind of what I was talking about, having something to give her protection and survivability. This is the Nightfall Shift. Relocate to a safe position, immune to crowd control during the casting of this ability. And she will fire multiple times. So let's watch it again because I didn't see her firing. Okay, there were multiple attacks onto the Valen.
Yep. Position. During this time, she is immune to control of...
Okay, there is a debuff onto the Lucius here. Is that the Thorn Soul Plunder debuff? Okay.
And fires multiple arrows to deal damage. With her ultimate...
Okay, we have her ultimate, Deathmark Arrow.
Deathmark Arrow. Bonnie draws her bow and fires a powerful magic arrow, dealing damage to all enemies. If it hits an enemy affected by aging,
stuns
the magic arrow deals increased damage and also stuns the target. Unlock her exclusive skill, Blight Surge.
Okay, because as of right now, there is no way to spread this aging magic. But I'm assuming maybe her Mythic Plus skill, or somehow maybe when the enemy dies who has the aging magic, it will move on to the next target. This is kind of like the Graveborn mechanics, Blight Surge.
And Bonnie's aging magic becomes even stronger, spreading across the entire battlefield. When an enemy affected by aging is defeated,
so that's exactly it.
Or the effect reaches its full strength, the aging status immediately spreads to several nearby unaffected enemies, dealing damage.
To sum it up, Bonnie is all about spreading debuffs like wildfire, continuously reducing the enemy's attack and haste while maintaining a decent level of survivability.
Decent level.
Scary magic.
Okay, so yeah, her kit looks great. The major issue I have is her Nightfall shift going to be enough survivability? Because it also depends on the cooldown of that. I still feel like there could be some survival issues with her, but if she can get going, and if she is protected, and she, first of all, gets haste debuff onto the backline enemy, eventually providing even an attack buff debuff onto that enemy, and then it will spread onto several nearby unaffected enemies. That is really powerful. I thought it would go one by one, but it can spread to multiple. And then she is a really powerful debuffer. But because she is a marksman, she is going to be squishy. She's not going to have a great stat distribution like for tanking out. And so I am worried that she can be sniped or killed at the beginning of the fight. That is kind of the issue. But she does, her offensive potential looks really good.
Why does Viperian's name keep coming to mind?
Indeed, with Bonnie's aging magic, heroes like Viperian who excel at using magic for area of effect attacks become even more powerful.
Now that Bonnie and the Bantus Void Relic are finally found, it's time to gear up and hit the road.
But hey, before we leave, why not do some fishing to fund the trip? In Rustport, the Penny family has been trading moonlit pearls for generations. At Penny's Fish Market, Magister Merlin can complete Ocean's bounty by delivering the required fish to earn moonlit pearls. The Magister can also receive moonlit pearls by doing daily quests. These moonlit pearls can be sold at Magister Merlin's Pearl Bazaar or traded at other Magister's bazaars. The purchase prices fluctuate daily, and different stalls offer varying rates.
Okay, so we're gonna have another event where we will be able to get up to 15 temporal essences, or actually no, 21 temporals, because in total there are actually 7 different sets of 3 temporal essences. One is sold out. And then some diamonds. Okay, so kind of a cool event with some bonus rewards,
Finding the
temporals.
best deal is truly an art. Selling moonlit pearls earns Magister Merlin fish bows, which can be used to trade valuable items at the Fishbow Exchange. And here's a bonus. If other Magisters sell pearls at Magister Merlin's stall, Magister Merlin will earn a share of Fishbows as a commission.
Honestly, after all this time in Rustport, it feels kind of fun to play Pearl Tycoon for a while. While fishing, Magister Merlin can also snag invite letters and velvet vouchers through the Whispered Paths.
When heading to the Duchy of White Ridge, be sure to pack plenty of warm clothes. It's gonna be cold.
Who knows what adventures are waiting for us out there?
I'll gather more information about the Duchy of White Ridge and share it with Magister Merlin next time.
Okay, Bonnie, Obsidian Claws. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely exciting. I think it is a really promising sign that she has some form of defensive and self-protection mechanism, which is the Nightfall shift. Let's just go back over to it here. And her offensive potential looks great. Now, as of right now, the debuffs seem to be a haste debuff, and then at full stacking, it will be an attack debuff as well. Doesn't seem like there's any defense reduction. We only saw one sort of defense reduction type debuff, which was when we had Thorin in the field onto the Lucius, so I'm not sure if we can actually watch it maybe closely. Thorin is casting Soul Plunder. Okay. I feel like this is Thorin's debuff effect, but I don't know. There is some mark on the Lucius's head, and I'm pretty sure that is not related to Thorin. That is probably related to Bonnie, right? So when exactly I don't know if this is Thorin's Soul Plunder or if this is Bonnie. I think it's probably Thorin's Soul Plunder. So as of right now, it doesn't seem like she has any defense reduction, which means that most likely she's not going to be a top option for Dream Realm. Because in Dream Realm, the heroes who are debuffers, they have to have some form of defense reduction or causing a debuff to increase the damage taken by the boss. But that is not going to be the case with Bonnie. It is more for PvP related haste debuff, attack debuff. She needs to get going because she's going to begin by debuffing the backline enemy, and in order for her to spread it, she will have to have either killed that enemy or fully stacked that enemy. Okay guys, let's quickly watch all of Bonnie's skills again, now knowing all that we know, and see if we missed anything.
Decay's reach kicks in at the start of the fight, targeting the enemy in the back line with aging magic.
So how they said it, Decay's reach kicks in at the start of the fight. It seems like it is not even, or I guess the skill effect, but it might just be kind of like a passive that it will, at the beginning of the fight, apply the aging magic onto the rearmost enemy. Okay, Decay's reach.
It deals damage while reducing the enemy's haste for the duration of the fight. Whenever an ally deals magic damage,
it has to be magic damage stack. Like Viperon, for example.
Stronger, further reducing their haste. When
Carolina
aging reaches its full strength, it completely overwhelms the enemy, further reducing their attack and inflicting constant damage.
Okay, constant damage. I'm thinking she could maybe have some use in AFK stages because Arden, Carolina, these are all AoE magic damage dealers. And if you could have Bonnie to set up these haste and attack debuffs onto the enemies, that could increase your team's survival. The only thing is that it will take time to ramp up, right? Like you will have to apply the aging magic, fully stack it up, and then it can spread onto nearby enemies.
With her third skill, Nightfall Shift, Bonnie transforms into a cloud of mist and relocates to a safe position. During this time, she is immune to control effects and fires multiple arrows to...
Definitely the relocation is good. I don't think it's as good as Rain's from Ballet of Lily May, for example, because in that she is actually untargetable for 5-6 seconds. Bonnie is only temporarily untargetable, maybe for 1.5 seconds, which is still good because then it can cause shifting of aggro away from her onto for example the Thorn here. It is good, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. That's what I'm worried about.
With her ultimate Deathmark arrow, Bonnie draws her bow and fires a powerful magic arrow, dealing damage to all enemies. If it hits an enemy affected by aging, the magic arrow deals increased damage and also stuns the target. So
this is actually, again, giving her an advantage in AFK stages. After you apply the aging magic onto multiple enemies, she can cast her ultimate and stun the enemies in a crowd control comp with Carolina, Arden, Iron, Almas, for example. Unlock her exclusive skill, Blight Surge, and Bonnie's aging magic becomes even stronger, spreading across the entire battlefield. When an enemy affected by aging is defeated, or the effect reaches its full strength, the aging status immediately spreads to several nearby unaffected enemies, dealing damage. And they say nearby, but that was actually 2 or 3 tiles away enemies, and it spread to both of them.
To sum it up, Bonnie is all about spreading debuffs like wildfire. Continuous.
Wow. Okay, wait. What? So the haste debuff went on to Valen and Lucius from
wildfire.
Killed them merrily, and then it moved on to Valen and Lucius, but not, and even the Rowan.
Enemies.
This eerie map.
I mean, she looks really cool. You guys can let me know your thoughts about Bonnie. Overall, I think that honestly, I am really excited about her. She does seem to be a PvP hero with AFK stage applications because she has important debuffs as well as important crowd control capability. Synergizes well with Arden, Iron, Almas, and Carolina type magical damage dealer teams. I think she's going to be a good hero, but for PvP, that is where we need to see her in action. I can't wait to do some testing. Doesn't seem like a Dream Realm hero, seems like a PvP and AFK stage hero, which means that if you don't have the resources, it is going to be better for you to pass on her. Also, if you're a free-to-play player, probably better to pass because of the fact that you can't go for all of the PvP and AFK stage heroes. It's more important to go for the Dream Realm heroes. But we'll have to wait for a full skill description. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And until the next video, everyone, peace out for now. And thank you for watching.